Hey, my YouTubers. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe below. Comment. Please comment on this video because I would love to know you guys' views on the things that I'm about to say or what I'm about to talk about. This video will not be long. I just want to tell y'all what's going on in the news. That's it. Just like, subscribe, and comment below. So, as we all know, I don't know if you guys know Robin Crawford. Robin Crawford is Whitney Houston's best friend. Well, she has come out with a memoir on her and Whitney's relationship. And they were together. Despite what everybody says, they were together. And she has said that they were together. They were together physically. The relationship started in, I think she said, 1982. She said that they were physical, and the relationship didn't last that long because Whitney then gave her a Bible and let her know, look, I don't think we should continue with our physical relationship. And she was asked, well, how did you feel about that? Were you hurt when Whitney told you that you guys were just going to be friends? And she said, no, I was not hurt because me and Whitney, we continued to be friends. We still had a bond. We had an inseparable bond that nobody could break. They had been friends for over 3 decades. So Robin was there before Whitney had the fame and after Whitney had the fame. So let's go back. Robin said that the reason why she wanted to do this book is because it is so many stories out there about Whitney, and she doesn't feel like they fully gave Whitney the light that she deserved. She feels like that they always talked about Bobby. They always talked about drug abuse, and like Whitney was just this outrageous, crazy person. Whitney Houston is one of my favorite pop artists. I have been liking Whitney ever since I was a little girl. The big hair, her smile, her dark skin, like her voice, everything about Whitney I love. Even when she was on drugs, it didn't matter to me because I love Whitney. And the way that I seen Whitney, even though she was doing drugs, I feel like she was battling because I feel like she was a woman of God, but she had these demons. And Robin also talked about in the book how Cissy, which is Whitney's mom, would never get Whitney ready for school, how she turned a blind eye to Whitney's drug abuse. Whitney has been doing coke since the age of 14. So anybody with common sense knows that was a cry for help. It's no telling what else Whitney was going through. And it's really mind-boggling that Cissy, a gospel singer, would neglect her daughter and turn a blind eye to her drug abuse. To me, it was like, Cissy, you cared more about your daughter's fame than you did about her well-being. You probably cared more about what the church people were going to say instead of helping your daughter. So that right there really made me look at Cissy in a different light. Because a lot of celebrities' parents seem like they sell their kids' soul just for the fame and fortune, and I just, don't feel like that's right. But what was conflicting for me is when Robin talked about how Cissy slapped Robin for leaving Whitney. Then Robin backdoored and said that Cissy slapped her or hit her when she was spending a lot of time with another woman. I don't have anything against lesbians. I don't have anything about gay. I don't have anything against gays. I don't care. I love who you love. Do what you do. But Cissy, you're a Christian. you are a gospel singer. Like, I don't know if you was living a double life. I need to do some research on Miss Cissy Houston, because the things that I'm hearing about her is just like she wasn't good, and it just makes me feel like, what were you doing to Bobby Christina? You know what I'm saying? After Whitney died, I mean, was it about Bobby Christina's money that her mom left her, or was it about her well-being? If you didn't care about your own daughter's well-being, did you really care about your granddaughters? I mean, I'm just saying, if y'all got any insight on it, please let me know, because Cissy is not looking like an upstanding older lady, if you ask me. Well, back to what's going on. Robyn and Whitney have been friends for over 3 decades. Robyn goes into telling, some things about her personal life, like her mom had AIDS, and so did her brother. And, the things that she went through with that. So I think that, going back to what what Robyn said about Cissy Houston, I feel like Robyn and Whitney were real close friends. They were lovers, and they did share a special bond. And I feel like they confided in each other about a lot of things that were going on in their personal life that they couldn't share with anybody. And one of the reporters asked Robyn, did anybody know about you and Whitney's relationship? And she said no. They kept it a secret. And the reason why they kept it a secret is because at that time, Whitney was just making it big, and they were both new to the music industry, and they didn't know how it would proceed. Everybody would look at it, and we have to be honest, this was back in the 80s. Even though they had what are those kids called? The New York kids that used to always go to them, like, flamboyant gay nightclubs or whatever. And then the AIDS epidemic came out. So I don't think that the world would have accepted Whitney and Robyn's relationship. So, of course, yeah, they kept it a secret or whatever. But she goes into saying, once Bobby and Whitney got together, they had already stopped their sexual or whatever physical relationship. But the reason, after all the years her and Whitney had broken up or broken off their friendship, is because Whitney's drug use had gotten so bad. She said that it had gotten so bad that one day that she went over there, she had found burnt spoons laying around. And she knew then that Whitney had took it to a whole new level. So I'm assuming that Whitney had started using heroin. And we all know from Bobby Brown's story that we all seen that Bobby, he had an addiction to heroin. And when he went to jail, he was trying to detox, and it was hard for him to detox. He couldn't sleep, and he was even going through the jail trying to find drugs, so I guess it would relieve his aches and pains of going through that detox, and how his cellmate helped him detox. So I do believe that Robyn did say that once it got to that point, she left and she tried to start living her own life, and she started, I guess she started dating and had kids or a family of her own. And Whitney would try to reach out to her sometime or leave voicemails or whatever, but she would always leave a voicemail without a return number or whatever. So I'm assuming they mustn't have caller ID, no cell phone. I don't know. That part didn't really make any sense to me. But she said that when Bobby came in the picture, things got different. But I can only imagine, especially if Bobby knew that you and her was fucking, like, You think he gonna be cool with you and his wife just kicking it without saying shit? Come on now. No. It also talks about I didn't know that Whitney and Eddie Murphy dated. She started talking about how on the wedding day Whitney's wedding day to Bobby, that Eddie had called her and let her know, congratulations or whatever. But that was something that I never knew. But like I said, she was talking about how they were inseparable and how nobody could ever break their bond or whatever. But one of the questions that was asked was, why are you now telling all of this 7 years after Whitney's death? And like I don't know if I mentioned this before, but she was like, Whitney would want me to tell. My thing is this. Now correct me if I'm wrong. If Whitney wanted you to tell something, she wouldn't want to keep it a secret. That's number one. Number two, I love Luther Vandross. I love Whitney and Luther. But I don't see Luther's lover coming out the closet or coming out to the public telling nothing about Luther. None of his lovers. None of them. We can only speculate that Luther was gay. Because he ain't never say it. Well, I've never heard him say it. We seen his lover beside him, but even though we seen him, we never verbally heard Luther say, hey, this is my man right here. So, with that being said, Rodman, you trying to come up? You need some coins? I mean, like I said, I feel like she is telling the truth. I just don't understand, like, why now? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? That doesn't make any sense. But anyway, like I said, this video is not going to be long. But they are having a special on, I think it's Dateline, tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And it's going to be a Robin talking about the book and telling, things about her and Whitney. So if any of you guys love Whitney Houston as much as I do, please tune in. And after you tune in and you watch or whatever, please, I'm begging you guys to come back to this channel and comment below so we can have a discussion about it. Because like I said, Whitney Houston is one of my favorite artists. Even though she was on drugs, even though she did what she did, do what she do or whatever. The one thing I respect about Whitney is, number one, her realness. Number two, she didn't give a fuck what you said about her. She gonna cuss you out. Like whatever, just... Have y'all seen the interview where she cussed out Wendy Williams? I died. She went so ham on Whitney Williams. If y'all haven't heard that interview, y'all need to go listen to it. Whitney, what's her name? Wendy Williams had said something. Whitney said, you was talking about me. You don't like me. And then went ham on her. But y'all, if y'all haven't seen that video, please go look at that video as well. But like I said, comment, subscribe to my channel. If you guys want me to do videos on something, please comment below and I'll make sure I do it. You guys have a nice night and it was awesome talking to you.